should be enough. I'm just using the gloss Mod Podge. I didn't think I needed the dishwasher safe, so I went with gloss. I don't have matte, so it's either gloss or that dishwasher safe, so we went with gloss. Yeah, that's definitely enough. These are so small. It might go on white or opaque, kind of, but it's going to be clear when it dries. Well, it should be. Anyway. And it won't take too long to dry. At least it shouldn't. Sorry. I don't want to give any false promises. I guess I just have a lot of hope. It may not be enough. Yep, it'll be enough. Because we almost got it covered. No! It's fine. Okay. Now we can work on... Oh, no, we can't because I put those in the thing where I put my paint. I can move them carefully over a little. I need to put these on the back of a project that I'm going to be working on. But I want them to be a finished project. So one side needs painted. Of each of these. Just white acrylic paint from Dollar Tree. And some carbonate, calcium carbonate. That's what this is, calcium carbonate. Where is the camera? And it makes it chalk paint. It makes acrylic paint chalk paint. No matter what color it is or whatever, it makes any acrylic paint chalk paint. And chalk paint just makes it to where you need less coats. It's thicker. It's not runny. It doesn't leave as many streaks. I like this calcium carbonate. I can leave a link for it so y'all can at least see it. I can leave that in my description. The video description. And I am an Amazon affiliate, so any of the Amazon links I share, I could earn a very small commission, but it's at no extra cost to you. It comes from Amazon through, they pay it out of whatever revenues they earn along the way that they earn anyway, whether I was an affiliate or not. And I only recommend products that I either really want to own, or that I've tried and I like, or that I've heard is really good and I want to share it too. But I don't recommend anything I don't believe in. And whenever you do the calcium carbonate, you just mix it to about this consistency. And see how there's a little bit of powder? That's not too big of a deal, you know. We can still mix that in. But once the powder is mixed to at least this consistency, if it still has powder by the time you put it on your paper, wherever you're painting, and by the time you brush it out, the remaining of the powder is totally gone. It's totally blended. So don't worry about it. Please. Uh-oh, this had paint on it. A piece of paint. I should have taken it off first. Well, we're going to have to take off the paint. Because it doesn't let me paint it. We can't use that one. I don't see any paint on any of the other ones. Here's some. There's probably paint on all of them, and I just don't see it. Because I didn't see it on that one. Yep, there is paint on all of them. Or, I mean, stickers, tape. I hope that's not going to affect the quality after I paint it. The quality of the cardboard. If there can be quality in cardboard, you know. I think there can be, but you never know. This one has tape on it. I can barely see it at certain points. A piece of hair. Okay, I got it. I could have used a bigger brush, and this would have been a lot easier to paint. I don't really have that many big brushes, but I do have a bigger brush. I should get it. I just kind of like it because it's relaxing. And it makes that paint dry faster. If it could dry any faster, you know, then it makes it dry faster. Oh, there was still tape on it. I'll just cut that part off. I'm going to be taping these, gluing these to the back of the cardboard that I'm putting the canvas on that y'all might have seen the video about, because I'm making a frame for it, and the frame can't go over the canvas because of the embellishments on it. I don't want to cover them up. And so I need the cardboard to glue it all together so that the frame can be around it. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've experienced it before, but that's probably it. I'm not explaining it very well. And it's something you kind of have to go through to probably understand what I'm talking about. but I want to put these on the back of it so that whenever it's against the wall, it's when it's hung up, it sticks out a little bit. If I have enough paint, I'll do another coat. I don't want to have to make more paint though, and it doesn't need to be perfect because this is the back of the project. But like I said in the other video, I know that people flip artwork over, not because they're being nosy and because they want to talk crap or say this is poorly made or something like that, but it's because they saw the front of your artwork, the artwork that's meant to be seen, you know, by you, and they like whoever's looking at your art likes your art, and they want to know more about it. They want to know the story. They want to know the artist or author, you know. They want to know if there's more to it because they like it. And they want to keep going on it. Whether it's keep looking at it or keep engaging with your art piece, your work of art. That's why people look at the back. So I know this, and I'm therefore going to be giving people to something to look at. The artwork isn't finished until a person has flipped it back over after flipping it to the back. Because I know that that just means that they liked my artwork and they don't want to be done with it. They don't want it to be over. So they flip it to the back to continue the story. Continue hearing the story, so to speak. That's why I will always finish the backs of my art. Now that I realize that. And I realized it because a lady on YouTube said that her family members were nosy, or her neighbors were nosy, because they were flipping her artwork to the back. She took it the wrong way. And if I could only get a hold of her, if I knew her, you know, but I don't, I would tell her you don't need to get upset about it. You should feel honored about it. Because they wanted to keep knowing about your art piece. It wasn't because they were looking for flaws or looking for how you did it or whatever. Maybe how you did it, but just because they like it. But it's not like that would matter to you. You share on YouTube to everybody how to do it. So why wouldn't you let them flip your artwork over and know how to do it? So I doubt that's what she's getting mad about. She just thinks they're being nosy. That's what she said in the video. But they're not being nosy. And if there's no do not touch sign, anybody's going to touch art that they like. If you don't want people touching your art, just put a do not touch sign. And people with art usually respect that. Especially if your art's fragile, you should be putting a do not touch sign anyway. That way it doesn't break or get broken on accident. And then, like, it may not matter to you if it breaks because it, you know, whatever. But it matters to the person that broke it. And it should matter to you that it matters to them. And you should be respectful enough to put a do not touch sign so that they don't feel the anguish and the hurt that they broke a piece of artwork that they loved, that they think that you worked really hard on, whether you did or you didn't. They love it and they broke it and they're going to feel terrible about it. So just put up a do not touch sign if your artwork's fragile. And if you're going to have people over that are going to look at it and like it, or look at it at all, really. I should have let the coat dry completely before going over it again. It would have done more with less. It's almost like to where it wants to rip because it's so wet. I should have known because the last time I used this paint on the cardboard that I already painted the other day, it made it indent, like curve and everything because it was so moist. But it went straight when it dried. It went flat like it should have been, like it started after it dried. But yeah, this is way wet. I should have let it dry first. But it's actually going to take longer to dry because it's cardboard and it got the waters and the oils from the paint soaked into it. Trust me though, the calcium carbonate does make it dry quicker than if you didn't have it in it. And it makes it to where you need a lot less layers. Because, you know, with cardboard, you typically need at least 3 layers. If not more. And if it's acrylic paint, you need like 5 or 6. Without this calcium carbonate in it, or without some sort of texture or chalk paint. Like, yeah, it's not perfect. You can still see through it, kind of. But that's because I'm still learning how to get enough paint on my palette so that I can cover everything well. I'm still learning. And this is cheap dollar store paint. Think of how good this calcium carbonate works with some nice paint, some good acrylic paint, or even chalk paint. You'd really soup up a chalk paint even better than what it already is with this calcium carbonate in it. And it's not for texture. It doesn't give texture. I mean, maybe if you use a lot of it, it makes it thick. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet. But I plan on it. Trying it. I just don't want to waste it if it's not going to do it. Or I'll at least research it and see what all I can do with it. Y'all are welcome to research it too, of course. And I'll put the link in my description so y'all can go right to it on Amazon. And if you purchase from it, I will earn a small commission. I could earn a small commission, I should say. Not that I will, but I could. If you place an order for that product. Okay. Thank y'all for watching again. I'll show y'all what it looks like after it's dry, and then we'll put these in the frames. These two. And whenever we do that, I'll show y'all what these look like when they're dry. See how right now they're curved? And it's because they're wet, and that's what happens to cardboard when it's wet. Like this one's really curved. But it'll dry and it'll go back flat, or at least it should. Thank y'all for watching. These look almost dry, but not quite yet. I should probably put Mod Podge under it because this one's coming up a little bit. We can go over it again with Mod Podge if we need to. Peace.